All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to my page. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a minute since I had talked about some Avatar stuff. I actually had filmed a video on the season 2 announcement, and then they're possibly going to be filming season 3 of Avatar: The Last Airbender live action series very soon, probably this year. And we're probably not going to get season 2 until possibly maybe summertime of next year and things like that. So I had filmed that video, and then the audio just got corrupted, and then it just like half the video just got cut off by the end, and that's just ghetto and a disservice to y'all and stuff like that. So I'll probably refilm that video again another day, but I was just drained because I didn't want to go back and retread on things I already said before already and stuff like that. So that's just from that angle though. But today I wanted to talk about something that's near and dear to my heart regarding the actress Elizabeth Yole. Hopefully I'm pronouncing or Elizabeth Yu. Hopefully I'm pronouncing your name right. Sorry if I'm butchering that and things like that. And this young actress right here, she's in her early 20s. I believe she's 22 now or 23. Excuse me. I think I'm about 4 years older than her though. So just correct me if I'm wrong about her age and things like that. So she got the she was in a Netflix movie that won awards. I think it was called November December. Yeah, it won awards. She just had a very minor role in that Netflix movie, and then she got the opportunity of a lifetime to be able to play Azula in a live action version of The Last Airbender and things like that, though. And then so a very beloved animated property and stuff like that. So and when the casting was first announced and we got the photos and things like that, people already had their reservations on Ian Owsley because we're not 100% sure if he's really indigenous, but the hate that Elizabeth Yeoh got the short end of the stick though. She got the most hate out of anybody else in her cast in her cast. And if I'm really be honest, as a whole, it was just unnecessary, though. All right. If you hate the way as a matter of fact, if you believe an actor or an actress who's portraying a character that you like, they don't meet the criteria to play that said character, get mad at the casting director. Don't direct your energy towards the actor or the actress, which is just so uncalled for and things like that. Because y'all niggas did the same thing when what Laura Bailey played Abby in The Last of Us Part Two. Y'all sent her death threats. Y'all went into excruciating details how you will come to her house and kill her and her newborn son or daughter or things like that. That is just excessive. I dislike The Last of Us Part Two video game, not to an extent that y'all hate it though, but I would never like send death wishes to any person who worked on that thing. It's not that serious. At the end of the day, this is a cartoon and Last of Us is a video game. We can't take it that seriously. But here's the thing though, the reason why I say this is just absurd though. This girl, this young lady right here got called every single fat phobic name you could think of because she didn't fit the criterias of Azula, because Azula is a strong female character, and kicks so much butt, and a lot of men have crushes on Azula and things like that. She's a hothead, and people love her character and things like that. All right, though, and this girl got called every single fat phobic slur you could think of, comparing her to Lizzo, comparing her to Appa and things like that, and saying, "Oh, there must be a Kentucky Fried Chicken in the Fire Nation." Y'all niggas was sick. Y'all niggas was sick. Y'all niggas was sick. I'm not gonna make no excuses for y'all. Y'all niggas was sick. And here's my thing too though. Y'all mad that this girl who's quote unquote heavy set and doesn't have a body that you can get your nut off to. As a matter of fact, a lot of y'all were just mad that the actress who's playing Azula, you can't get your nut off with her though. And as a matter of fact, it was just like that's just your standard of beauty. All right, though there are plenty of men who will find her body type and what she looked like very attractive. She's married to freaking the dude from Stranger Things. He looked just like my cousin Baby Boo, but I ain't gonna talk about that right now though. But it's just like she bagged the nigga from Stranger Things, things like that. Though, so you may not deem that she's worthy, but she found a king who deems her as worthy. So she don't need to need y'all validations and things like that. All right. So and me personally, I actually saw nothing wrong with her body. She actually really is pretty. All right, though I would say how they did her wrong in the. It's not just her though. They did her wrong in the TV series by how they designed her though, because I feel like the costume they gave her and the hairstyle, not to mention the camera adds about 10 more pounds and things like that, made her look extra large and big. I think it was just the costume and the makeup and things like that though, because uh, Gal Galwood Ian, hopefully I'm pronouncing her name right, the actress who plays Katara from the last Airbender, I mean the live action last Airbender series. She is actually a very pretty and attractive young lady, but I felt like, how they did her in the animated series with the hair loopies, and they tried so hard to make her look like the animated character. She looked it very unappealing and off-putting and things like that. I'm not gonna say attractive and things like that, because at the end of the day, Gowan Ian or Kia Wintio. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing her name right. Though, excuse me though, she was underage, so I'm not gonna say she had to look good to get my nut off or anything. No, that's a little girl. So it seems like that. So like, I don't like talking like that about underage girls and things like that though. But here's the thing too though. Uh, Elizabeth, she is of age when she played Azula and things like that though. But y'all niggas is nasty because like y'all are mad that this character can't get your nut off though. Azula is 14 in the cartoon and in the TV show. It may be an adult who is playing Azula, but listen y'all, this is a minor. This is a minor. Do I have to start quoting Kendrick Lamar? You're trying to strike a chord, but it's probably a minor. Say, Avatar fans, I hear you like I'm young. You better never go to cell block 1. To any girl that's what an Avatar fan, just make sure you hide your little sister from them. Okay, let me stop. Let me stop quoting Kendrick right now. Okay, y'all acting like some certified liver boy, certified pedophiles. Wop wop wop. Okay, let me stop myself. Let me stop myself. All right, Kendrick. I ain't gonna do you like that though. But it's just like y'all niggas was nasty. Y'all niggas was nasty with a capital N, my nigga. Nasty. Y'all niggas was nasty. Like I understand though, like, okay, now you probably had a crush on Azula when you watched the cartoon. You were underage too though, but the fact that this is a live action series and you want a grown girl who's playing a teenager to look like your sexual fantasy so you can get your nut off. Y'all niggas is nasty. Y'all niggas is nasty. And here's my thing too. Here's my thing too though, y'all. I see nothing wrong with this look. She looks very attractive though. She just doesn't, typically present the body type that you want her to be though. But listen though, y'all, and this is my thing too. This is why we have to stop this whole thing though. What happened to just accepting people just the way they are? All right though, if you like skinny girls or like thin waist, thin waist with a big behind, that's you. That's you. All right, though. There are heavy set women. There are, thick and petite women. There are, a little bit of, on the overweight size like Lissa or things like that. What happened to just, different body types and different things and things like that. And guess what though? It's easier for women to gain weight naturally because they have this stuff in their body. I forget what it's called or whatever though. When they eat or work out though, it's easier for them to gain fat and muscle mass and things like that. So it's not even really their fault and things like that. All right. When the actress who played Maxie from General Hospital, she had gotten into a car accident, right though, and then the medicine they gave her increased her metabolism and the estrogen in her body or whatever, and it caused her to gain weight rapidly and things like that. So sometimes when people gain weight, it's out of their control. I'm not saying that somebody should be over obese or things like that or have or have 300-pound life though, but it's all like she's not even nowhere near fat or obese though. She's just heavy set and she's thick and petite. But y'all clowned her, said this and said that. Not my Azula. Called her Porker, Lizzo. They eating good in the Fire Nation. Just fat phobic rhetoric though, y'all. And it is just very sad though. That was disheartening. All right, but there's more I want to add with this though, y'all. Cause like my heart breaks for Elizabeth because she did something like I don't. I pick up on energy, and like actors, we don't know what goes on behind the scenes. But like I pick up on energy. All right, we can say words don't hurt us. We can say what people say on social media won't get to us though. But people have died from cyberbullying many times or changed their opinions because of cyberbullying and things like that, myself included. I haven't attempted my life though, but I used to be on Kick. I don't be on Kick no more because I got cyberbullied on too that that website. But me personally, I felt like She cried, and her self-esteem was lowered for her time on Avatar. And it actually really, really hurt me. Like, a lot of the comments I was seeing regarding her nature and what she looks like, though, I can make an educated guess. It hurted her, and she cried many, many times looking at the comments. She's 22. She's 23. There is nothing you can say to me to say. There's nothing you can say to me that can prove me that I'm wrong, though. That she wasn't reading those comments and took what those people said to heart. There was nothing you could say to disprove my feelings, though. I know that for a fact. We live in a digital age. We pick Pandora's box. I get called names on here, too, though. I mean, your comments will always be safe here on my channel. But does sometimes the words y'all say bother me sometimes? Yes, it does. But I brush it off, though. But women are more emotional creatures sometimes, though. And she's an actress. I know what hurted her. Because she did something to actually clown the haters. And I'm actually sad and a little bit happy for her, though, too, though, y'all. She lost weight. She lost weight. Yeah, she lost weight. And what I find so interesting, though, she did this to stop the hatred that she was getting. And she did this, to, make herself feel better and think that people would like me more if I looked at it like this. And Elizabeth, I don't know if you watch videos on YouTube or I'm just a guy who just who just loves Avatar and things like that, though. But I want to let you know that you are a queen, and there was nothing wrong when you looked at it like this. Like my issue, cause like it's not your fault, cause I had a lot of problems with a lot of the other actors on the show. My issue was just that they sucked the life out of your character. We didn't really get to see the strong female character that is in the cartoon and things like that. Your weight and who you looked like did not even deter me, took me out of the show in the slightest. Okay? And I just feel like we just live in a society to where people can't be themselves, or like what happened to just people. If you're happy with being heavy set or like or all like you're happy being skinny, fine. Then no. Let me rephrase that. If you think women who are thin waist, big behind, attractive, by all means, that's your preference. I'm not gonna knock you down for that. And if you think that women who are more on Elizabeth's size, your preference, a little bit of heavy set, a little bit of meat on the bones, by all means, that's you. But we should never condemn people for their body size, for their looks, skinniness, meat on the bones, heavy set, a little bit of a bigger face. These are the aspects that make us us. And I feel like this body standard comes from Europeanism, because naturally European girls are, thin waist, thin a backside and all the other nonsense, though. And then so the society we live in try to perpetuate that type of, body type to other women of different races. And Elizabeth is, Asian. And it really breaks my heart, though. I'm finna go to another video right here, y'all. This is her. This is her now. This is her now. The glow up is huge. You can tell a difference. You can tell a difference, though. And then and then here's the thing too, though. Y'all niggas are so wishy-washy. Just a year ago, just a year ago, you had all this hatred towards her. Oh, she's fat. Oh, she's fat. She's heavy set. She's Lizzo. She's Appa. She got to cut off the cake in the Kentucky Fried Chicken. Now y'all same niggas are breaking down her doors. Now y'all same niggas are trying to get inside of her pants. Y'all niggas is fake. Y'all niggas is fake. It's just all like now you guys are saying, oh yeah, I tear that up. As a matter of fact, let me go to her IG. Some people are posting images. Yeah, look, y'all. She did this for y'all. She lost all this weight. She lost all this weight for y'all. And it's just so funny. You guys called her names. You guys said she's this and she's that. Now you want to get into her pants. Now you're all like, wow, look at like, she's sexy and things like that. Get out of here. Get out of here. You guys are fake. So this is what it's come down to. You have to harass people, send death threats to people, make memes about somebody, and then when they change themselves, then you like them. America is fake. Society is fake. This is artificial. Now y'all wonder why women are insecure. Now y'all wonder why there's suicide rate and why people cut themselves and anorexia and have anorexia is because of niggas like y'all. It's because niggas like y'all. There was nothing wrong with this right here, y'all. There was nothing wrong with this right here. There was nothing wrong with this. There was nothing wrong with this. This is a pretty woman right here. This is a pretty girl. It may not be the body type you're used to, but she already has a nigga who loved her for who she was. But now you have to make her quote unquote defatify herself in order for her to be attractive, man. Y'all bastards sicken me. Y'all really sicken me. I'm not even cuss y'all out though. Here's what I'm gonna say about you toxic Avatar fans who was making memes and making fun of her and cyberbullying her and things like that. You are a conniving and manipulating human being and you disgust me. You see, add those words to your vocabulary though, because you guys cursing people out and calling them porker or things like that though. I'm not even going to even call you out y'all name. Here's what I'm gonna do. You people are listen. You are a conniving and manipulating human being and you disgust me. As a matter of fact, let's go to the comment section. Let's go to the comment section. Hold on, y'all. This is my TikTok though, y'all. Hold on. Oh shoot. Hold on, y'all. Let's go to the comment section. I saved the video, y'all. Hold on. Did I hold on? Did I? Oh yeah, it's right here. Y'all could just scroll down though. I will never forget how mean people were to her. She's beautiful either way. Yes, she is. People did my girl Azula so bad in season 1. They bullied her. It's just like the yeah, people brought up the hypocrisy. Now she's attractive now, y'all. My girl really proved the bashers wrong. Now y'all want to smash her. Now she's attractive. Yeah, I don't like. Yeah. Y'all niggas sick of me. Yeah, y'all can just pause it and just take a look at these comment sections, y'all. Let me go to her IG real quick. She did it all. She did it all for y'all. Lost all that weight. And she did it for y'all. It really is sad, y'all. You guys are disgusting bastards. Y'all want a grown adult to match your freak, so you can get your nut off though, off of a character who's supposed to be 14. Yeah, I'm out of here, y'all. Like and subscribe, do all that nonsense, and yeah, I'm finished for tonight, y'all. I'll talk to y'all soon.